To the Phillies yesterday. The Crew still has a healthy 5.5 game lead on the Cubs in the NL Central. However, the Cubs still putting the pressure on the Crew. They're up 11-5 in the top of the ninth, just one out away from closing the gap to 5. The 11-2 Quinn Priester is on the bump tonight to stop the streaking Bucks. His first pitch from American Family Field is scheduled for 5:40 p.m. Central Time, with pregame coverage beginning at 5:05 right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Also, if you're looking to watch the game, tonight's contest is televised exclusively on Apple TV+, so maybe tune into Prep Mania, which is free on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Myself and Dennis Semrau have the call of Sun Prairie East and Oregon. Should be a good one.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
We got Homer, Matt Hamilton.
Yeah.
We have
Pessimist Molly.
No. Realist.
and then Contrarian.
Total. Yeah.
Jim Rutledge here.
It's Murr.
I'm the problem. It's
Mister.
Could it be possible you guys are the best show in ESPN Wisconsin, the whole state?
Yeah, obviously. It's
possible. Anything's possible.
You're the best.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. And for the first time in a long time, and for the last time in a long time, Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown, and Primetime Morsheim are with me. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Matt Hamilton, what's the shirt you got on today?
It says
do no harm.
Do no harm, take no guff.
Yeah. Any backstory to that? Is this just kind of a life motto?
My grandfather used to say guff a lot.
We've had this
so when I
conversation.
saw the sweatshirt that said guff, I was like, I'm getting it.
Love it. Molly's rocking the Iowa shirt. What's this about?
Because the Iowa Hawkeyes actually play an interesting and kind of meaningful game this weekend as they take on Iowa State.
Go Cyclones.
Cyhawk. Go Hawkeyes.
To localize that, I think Matt Campbell's the coach of Iowa State.
Yep.
And he's a guy that's been floated many times to be a Badger head football coach. We'll see what happens this year for the Wisconsin Badgers football team.
Who do you got in that game,
Might
Jim?
be in a better spot.
In the Iowa State-Iowa game?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Iowa State.
Yeah.
Iowa's due for
They're
like
like
a
16th ranked, so I mean.
Yeah, and Iowa's due for like a come back down to earth season, like 7 wins.
Yeah, solid.
Like they're never going to be terrible, Iowa, but like I don't know. I think they've been out kicking their coverage a little bit for the last few years. And I got my vintage. It's a Tommy Hilfiger throwback polo.
I was going to say, you look like a coach from the 90s. Like, you belong on the sideline.
So
I was going to say he looks like he should be wearing like Ed Hardy jeans or something.
Well, the shirt
or some khakis and a clipboard.
The shirt is new. The shirt is new, but it's like that throwback kind of
Gotcha.
like collaboration
Style, yeah.
with Tommy Hilfiger. And then I got my Coors Light hat, or Coors hat on. Got it up in the Northwoods. So.
That hat looks like as old as maybe me or Molly.
And this hat is brand new, and it is super comfortable.
Okay.
Well,
So-
brand new as in it's not actually a thrifted hat.
Nope.
It
It is a
freshly printed with old school.
Yep.
So you're doing the full vintage but not vintage vibe today.
Yeah. I mean,
you got
I don't
the
have the time anymore
Jordan
to find.
ones.
Yeah, I got Jordan 1s on today with shattered backboard, which is black and orange. I assume the Oregon Panthers play today and the Cedarburg Bulldogs. Both my high school alma mater, and where my kids will end up going to school. Black and
You
orange.
can catch that game on Prep Mania, ESPN
See,
Madison
I told
YouTube
you.
channel.
I knew they were
7
on.
p.m. kickoff.
That's why I got my shoes on today. I was
you go.
specifically
Oh,
for
there
that.
you go.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Very freshly dropped shattered
Let me just get my-
backboards.
There it is.
Yeah.
There they are. All right.
I can't see the stream. Don't know what you're showing.
I'm just
you
showing
don't
you
wanna
some
see
leg,
it.
Molly.
Some OnlyFans style.
Can you say
Check
that on
out
the
my
radio?
feet, Jim said. I don't have COVID toe.
Right. Throughout the show, I will unlace one lace at a time.
Yeah, stick around.
It's Kaiser Sosa.
And then I'll go full toe at the end.
Oh,
Nice. Linger on your finger. Wait
Fi-
for like 6:05 for that.
Do you want 5 or 10 toes shown?
None. No toes. Don't want. Feet are the worst.
Well, we can cross that off possible things that Matt Hamilton likes. That is not a yum for Matt Hamilton.
No.
Molly and I are going to the Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings game on Monday. I want to crowdsource here. We might have been told where we're going to go eat, but I still want to any sort of food or any sort of, I would say more snackable type. So like a Chicago dog, I think I would call snackable. You could do a lunch down there. But suggestions for Molly specifically to like try in Chicago.
Oh.
844-770-3776. It's Carl's Talk Test Line. List is more.
Chicago dog, because I want her to be like, can I get some ketchup and have some guy from
rip
Chicago
me apart.
just
If it makes it
yell
taste
at her.
better, I don't care.
It won't.
An Italian beef sandwich is legit
Oh,
down there,
that
but
sounds disgusting.
What?
it's so good.
It's like prime rib
I'm gonna
sliced
look it up.
thin.
And then secretly,
It's great.
up north where I got the hat, there's actually some good places to get Italian beef because there's a lot of Chicagoites who come up there and then they set up shop and open up restaurants, and you can get a really good Italian beef up north in certain places too. So, but that one, if we end up going to dinner where people are suggesting, I wouldn't get that. I'd go all in. It's on the company dime. Like,
Yeah.
get the $100 steak. But I'll take more suggestions for that. Also, Molly, you had a question as far as, since we're talking about apparel as the show starts. You're not a Vikings fan. Your husband is. You're not a Bears fan. And so we're going to see the game at Soldier Field. So what do you wear?
I don't know. That is my biggest question. I literally don't know what to wear. Do I just stick with ESPN Madison, ESPN Wisconsin gear? I don't even know what the weather's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be cold. Probably going to be cold because it's Chicago.
The Bears.
And it's cold like
Night
right
game?
now to me.
Right.
It's
Too
a
bad
night
a lake,
game.
it will get cold quick.
It's Monday Night Football,
Yeah.
Matt. So
Well,
yes,
that's what I'm
it's a
saying.
night game.
Yeah, I was just
So,
like also implying it will be cold because the sun won't be out.
Yes. Monday,
like,
the
do I-
high is 70 here in Madison. I don't know Chicago, but you maybe take off 5 degrees. The low is 46. That's what you got to be more concerned with. So I would dress like it's going to be probably 40 to 60 degrees for
Okay,
most of the game.
so that's cold. To me, I could wear a winter coat and I'd be comfortable like in that weather.
Don't you
100%.
embarrass me, Molly. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, wear a winter
But
coat.
I'm almost leaning towards like seeing if I can just go stop at a store like today or tomorrow and seeing if there's just like some NFL gear that's literally just like the NFL shield. I know that sounds so like dorky, but like I love that vibe. I'm not a fan of the Vikings. I'm not a fan of the Bears.
What
I'm
about
not
a
going to be
shirt
that
just
person.
says NFL Draft,
Or
so you can represent.
That'd be cool, 'cause then
kind
it's
of
like
a way
Green
to
Bay.
Green Bay, but it just it doesn't say
But I
Green
didn't
Bay.
buy
It just says
anything like
NFL Draft. I got a shirt you could borrow.
You
borrow
do?
my NFL Draft shirt? Yeah.
Is it cute?
No.
so, Molly, you could do this. I don't know if you're a Wisconsinite or like a typical Wisconsinite. Wait, the typical Wisconsinite that hates all things Chicago. Because when you're down there, you could just get something generic that says like Chicago on it that you can
What am I
wear.
going to do? Go stop at O'Hare on the way that like there? And
There are like
pick something up at a
downtown
gift
Chicago.
shop?
There are stores.
Yeah. There's probably a shirt that
You
says
probably
I
could-
heart.
I'm not wearing an
CHI.
I Heart Chicago shirt.
But no, you can buy. I mean, not just like the people on the side like selling it on the way into the game. There will be clothing. Like there's shops. It's downtown Chicago. You're
yes,
not gonna,
but is there a cute one or is it going to be like a cheesy? I just overpaid for a freaking T-shirt.
Yeah,
that
most
says Chicago
likely.
on it.
again, you're conflating Chicago to like Minocqua. Like
No, I understand. I know what it is.
Yes, it's going
I
to be
don't know.
overpriced.
it'll be
It will
overpriced, but it
overpriced.
might not be cheap. You probably can find some nice clothing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So
Or
that's an
you can
option.
just-
I think there's like a major department store like across the street from ESPN Chicago.
Okay. So I'm almost tempted to because I will say when I went to a Vikings game with my husband, I wasn't going to wear Minnesota stuff because But I was like, I don't want to stand out and be like obnoxious. I'm not going to be the person that wears green and gold when like the Packers aren't even playing against the Vikings. If the Packers are playing
like
against
Green
them,
Bay to
I'm
me.
wearing it. Okay. So what I ended up doing is I had like a retro, vintage, whatever you want to call it, Bucks sweatshirt that was purple, but then it had the Bucks logos on it. So then I was like, okay, I blend in, but I'm not cheering for the Vikings, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I don't really have anything that's like blue and orange because I'm fine wearing the colors.
If you were
but, like,
blue,
it's
would
not,
be fine. Like then you're kind of
I
blended
gotta
in.
think if I have anything blue though.
How do you not have anything blue?
I go through times in my life where I kind of panic throw things away because I'm like, I just need to get rid of stuff. And that's kind
The
of
color
what
she
I've
doesn't like is the one that gets ditched.
No, not necessarily. Well, it just depends. And also, I've had 3 kids in the last 2.5 years. My body is not the same as it was before. So I've gotten rid of a lot of clothes, okay? Exactly. So I feel like the only like navy blue thing I have is a Brewers shirt. And I'm not wearing a Brewers shirt to a Chicago game.
That's
Why?
better.
You wore a Bucks thing to a Minnesota game. What's the difference?
But then what? I'm going to have Brewer, or I don't know.
We're going to win the 6.
They're going to talk crap to me about baseball and be like, yeah, you're right. I don't care about baseball. What am I supposed to
the
say?
reason why I brought up the Chicago thing, and we got a lot of texts coming in we'll get to on the Talking Text line. Carbon's Talking Text line list is more, 844-770-3776. Outfit suggestions for Molly and food suggestions for us when we're down there. But like when I go places, I do like to pick up things. Like that's the memorabilia or whatever, like the souvenir that I like when I go places. So like you probably can find something down in that area in Chicago that would be a little bit of like, oh, I remember when I got to go to this game, and then you can wear it to the game, but then you have hey, I got to go see the Monday Night Football game, and I had to pay for it, and it was a good time. And
The problem with that is like if you're going down there and you go, say you get some food, you're talking with partners.
The rest we could go. I mean, people are suggesting places too. You could get like someone suggested the Billy Goat Pub. Like you could get a hoodie from a restaurant or like a bar that we went to too.
Okay.
I'm just saying, eventually you might end up having to buy something out of necessity.
Well, she's not going to go. Like she's going to have clothing on when she goes
Well,
down
I
there.
assume,
So
but if she's like, oh, I'll get a
Clarifying.
sweatshirt down there. I don't want to take my sweatshirt from the car because I don't want to carry it all day and all game. I'll just get something while I'm out.
yeah.
Also, what
And
am I-
then you have to get something.
Well, when you guys are meeting in the parking lot of Bed Bath & Beyond to carpool down, can't you just probably get some from like the outlet store?
Yeah,
nearby?
We're meeting at, well, I
you
don't
could
know where we're
probably get
meeting
like a
this.
Snuggie from Bed Bath & Beyond or something.
Last time we met at Bath
The new
and
Bath Master.
Body Works. Not Bed Bath
Just
and
lotions,
Beyond.
no bedding.
I was about to say like
Get a robe.
There you go.
Jim, wear a robe
You
to
were
a game.
allowed to
You want to borrow my robe to wear to the game?
Wear a robe.
pass. Thank you, though.
Was that a Wisconsin Badgers robe?
It's a Hotel Red robe. It's actually very nice.
It was for was it like the whiteout game and you were
Yeah.
blending in?
Well, there's plenty of Badgers who play for the Bears. Maybe Molly could just go root for Wisconsin.
The
Maybe
Adam of
not-
Madison does have a good point. If only Molly worked for an affiliate of one of the major sports networks or something, like you feel like ESPN Chicago could throw you a bone, give you a
ESPN
t-shirt.
Chicago could throw me a bone.
You could also just.
However,
wear, like,
I don't know if we're going to the station, and I also
wear-
feel weird asking for free stuff. I'm not Matt Hamilton. I don't like
I
request
do
free
not
things.
I'll ask for you if you want.
You have
mean, please
plenty
do.
of just ESPN Madison gear that you could wear as well.
You
Just
can wear Jim Matt Molly zip up.
there you go.
Photo set.
Oh,
Wear
yeah,
your
what's-
only team.
Yeah, wear my face on my own shirt. I could. Yeah, that's an option. It's an option, but like,
I'm a bottomless.
I just want to feel like football-y and cute, and like
Jim Mad Molly is football.
So
What are
I
we
would
talking
say
about?
like
we know ball.
we're going to be driving. I would say have an outfit you're comfortable wearing, but you could be open to finding something you can switch it out.
So here's my question: if we end up going to, let's say, a fancy steakhouse because we're on the company dime, as we've said multiple times,
Yeah.
How many outfit
when
changes
do
are you
I
bringing?
change? Like I
You don't. You're going to be going in with a bunch of scrubs anyway. Jim's not going to change into something nicer.
So are you gonna? What are you wearing to the game?
I mean, if we're going somewhere nice, I'm wearing a button down on the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then
but
I'll
then
throw
how
on
are you changing?
I'm going to do your favorite. I'll throw a jersey over the top.
Pop the collar out.
I don't know. It's easy. I can literally just. I'll be like Superman. I'll walk in the bathroom and before the door even closes, come back out. I'll have my dress shirt off and a jersey on. It's not much to change. I'm literally just going to
But
change
then
the
what
top.
are you doing with your dress shirt?
I don't know. Put it in the car.
Oh, the car's gonna be near. I don't know
We'll figure it out.
Chicago.
Like, we're just doing. We'll figure it out.
These are the things that I think about and that I need to plan, though. But
This really is like
We're going to
mo-
have a fight.
I really think
This is a mom and dad road trip conversation right
Literally.
now. Trying to plan out. Dad's just like, it's gonna be fine. We'll figure it out when we get
we'll
there.
just cross that bridge when we get to it.
Don't pay for parking ahead of time. We'll figure it's gonna be a ton available. We're gonna get there early. It's fine.
But the nice thing is, company dime. It's like, whatever. Charge me $10
$300
more.
parking.
True.
Whatevs.
No,
They sell
Meanwhile-
some interesting shirts in the parking lot. I'll tell you that.
Ooh, what? Like what?
A lot of different ones. Lots of ones with F words on them.
Like I've kind of seen ones that are. I've seen one when I went to like a Vikings game that said, "I just hope both teams have fun."
That could be so. That's possible. You also get one to troll your husband because there are some ones that'll be aggressive against the Vikings. I'm sure.
That's good. I should get some for like our kids that they can wear those ones. Actually,
They cannot wear. I don't know.
No, but I was thinking.
I don't know where
I
they're
wish there
wearing
was a shirt that said like, "I just hope both teams lose," because I would love it if both teams lost. I hope this game ends in a tie. Like that'd be amazing.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mike and Kendall says maybe offer a merch swap. Yes, we are bringing some. I don't know if we're bringing it down on Monday, but we have some cool ESPN Madison gear. We're giving us some ESPN Chicago teammates, or at least one.
Yep.
Maybe they swap it back.
Jersey
True.
swap before the game.
There you go.
True.
Then we also have a couple options here. I actually like my mom. This was my mom did all the time. Was that when we go like out like. We go on vacation, we'd always find like a dive bar, and she would buy like the sweatshirt from the dive bar. They usually have their own clothing, and then it's like unique and different. So there were some places that were more off the beaten path that were recommended, including Billy Goat Tavern by JJ and Poinette. Ryan, a psychedelic advisor, chimed in as a Costa Rican restaurant downtown called Isaru. They have oatmeal milkshake type thing that sounds gross, but it's delicious. Pequods for pizza is another one. Rob says edibles.
Is Pequod's still around?
I don't know.
They got the
And then
deep dish.
Josh in Sun Prairie says Molly and Jim try to find not cracker crust tavern style pizza, thin crust with a bit of chew. I know what we're talking about. That's the true Chicago pizza. And we'll continue to. Oh, that one's good. But I think Matt would be better than just loaning it to Molly, because he asked, does Matt have a USA Olympic hoodie or zip up that Molly could borrow?
Oh yeah, I could actually.
I'd be
And
interested.
some of that stuff is actually cute.
Okay. If
All
you
right.
remember tomorrow when you come to our tailgate,
Yeah,
Bring it.
I could probably manage
Importantness.
something.
okay.
Navy blue.
Tyler in
Yeah?
Sun Prairie says
Then I blend in.
this conversation is kind of like talking to my wife about what she's going to wear, really making me anxious.
And this is like talking to my husband where he thinks that everything can just be like figured out last minute. And I'm like, no, we need to plan. We need to have things in our mind. I am not. Let me just clarify. I am not a type A personality either. Like, I am not like, this needs to be at this time, that we need to have an itinerary. It's just, I don't know. No, it's just, I don't know Chicago. And like it is a big city. I don't even know where Soldier Field is. Like, I've never seen it.
It's on the lake.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know where.
You been to Shed Aquarium?
No, me and my husband are literally planning, like trying to find a time to go take all of our
kids will love it.
Exactly. So it's like I've never done that kind of stuff. I've been a little bit of a tourist in Chicago, but I've never fully experienced it. So I'm like, I don't know where parking is. I don't know where.
So I'm
where
driving,
the
is what we've
restaurant is.
decided.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're driving 100%, which I hate because I'm gonna get car sick. So that sucks. I get car sick in general. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drive. I don't mind driving to Chicago. I'm not like an expert, but like big cities don't scare me. Not saying it scares you, but I've been there enough where it's like.
And you're
I
in
can-
the truck.
And no, we're gonna borrow the station car. But yes,
We're just trying to be as cheap as possible for
Yeah.
ourselves.
Well, that's because honestly, I love my big blue truck from Simmons Chevy in Mount Horeb. You're only minutes away from better buying experience at Simmons Chevy in Mount Horeb. And look, I live in Madison. I drive my truck all around the state and take my camper camping and all these great things. Not my favorite to take the truck down to Chicago, I'll be honest. It's not even the gas mileage. It's
It's a big vehicle and
too
tiny
big
street.
for Chicago. Like, it is. Like,
is.
when I go to Milwaukee, it's the
Big
same
brag.
thing. It's too big. You don't hear it often, but every once in a while.
Yeah, that's
it's
why you got
too
the
big.
truck.
You're saying the Rut Dog is too big?
The Rut Dog is too big.
It is too big.
So you can tell Rutledge that.
The station car is just right. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
It's not like a
That'd be fun.
like not like a compound, not even like one big like a compound where everyone's got their own house, you got your own thing.
Sounded a little creepy.
Yeah,
a
it's
little
getting a
culty
little
there.
weird. But
You have to wear the white robe that's provided for you on the bed.
actually, what I'm saying is, who's coming with me?
If
So
it's
I
on Jim's
definitely-
dime, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'll wear the white robe. I got it.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment, and here's another great fundraising event in Madison.
Join us for Forward March, a celebration of the arts and community on September 28th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Barnwood Events in Madison. Help us honor Mike Lacrone's legacy and support affordable arts access through the Lacrone Arts Fund. With special guest Tom Wopat, UW alum and star of The Dukes of Hazzard, and honorary chairperson Tony Granato, it's an afternoon of music, meaning, and making a difference. Visit copamadison.org to learn more.
I will see you there.
I was really anxious about college and felt overwhelmed at choosing one, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. One tour of Madison College campus was all it took. The campus environment is amazing, so welcoming and friendly, and everyone is really supportive. My advice? See this campus for yourself. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
All right, everybody, we have to talk about the new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse. The list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, and the entire 30 for 30 library, which you know I love. It's all of ESPN, all in one place. So sign up now.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
To tell you about Madison College. Madison College gives you over 200 programs to choose from across 11 areas of study that include associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, and even apprenticeships. And the best part is that it's the lowest cost per credit tuition in the region. More than 100 programs are fully eligible for financial aid, including Pell Grants. So whether you're starting out fresh or building on your skills, you can do it affordably, like I did at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. We are in the ESPN Madison studio. You can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and the ESPN Wisconsin app, the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass as well. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. This is more. We are asking what Molly should wear on Monday. It is a tricky one because
to the Bears-Vikings game.
To the Bears-Vikings game. It's tricky. I was getting there because we're going to the Bears-Vikings game. so you might want to be Sporty Spice.
Yep.
And then
always
Posh Spice, because we might be going to a fancy. What's the name of the place? Firehouse.
Something like that. It reminded me of an old fire department.
Wait,
Chicago Firehouse Restaurant.
Are you guys getting sub sandwiches?
No.
Firehouse subs?
Nope.
Fancy.
Oh.
They're warm. So we got to figure out how close it is to Soldier Field is the big hiccup on that. So we're going to.
What if it is across Chicago?
I don't know. What the partner wants, partner gets. I mean, I'd like to go to. The thing is, Molly, fully off the air, we might have to book. We might have to get this reservation quickly because Monday Night Football, Chicago, and this is a popular place. We might have to keep an eye on it.
Guess whose job that is?
But we're gonna have to eat yours, and we're gonna have to eat as a like old people because also we're gonna eat dinner at like 5 o'clock.
It is 0.7 miles away from the stadium.
All right,
7 minutes.
So we'll work on booking that during the commercial break. But we are going to, I guess, scout NFC North teams. It's funny. I've seen the Vikings probably second to the Bears, maybe more than the Packers. I was thinking about this the other day that it just so happens that every game, whether it's a Bear game or Packer game I end up at, it seems like they're playing the Vikings.
Yeah, because we went to the Packers-Vikings game.
Yep. And then I went to Soup when he used to work for the Bears, hooked me up with tickets. That was Bears-Vikings as well. And then there was another Packer game I took some partners to. That was Vikings one. And then there was another Chiefs one. But I think if the amount of NFC North teams I've seen would be Bears, Vikings, Packers in person.
Good games to go to, divisional opponents.
Yeah, I think every year the Vikings have been good, or at least like in it. Like when the year we saw them with the Vikings, Kirk Cousins got hurt in that game, but the Vikings probably would have made the playoffs instead of the Packers that year if Kirk Cousins doesn't get hurt.
Yep.
Rewrites the whole Jordan Love story. So speaking of the NFC North, I wanted to take this opportunity here to run through the NFC North, our standings. And you know what, Matt? We'll let Matt go first here, and he can kind of give... I want the records of the teams and then who you think's going to win the division. I don't think you had the same process as me, but you don't have to have the same process as me. So tell us how you got there. If it's vibes, if it's just whatever, you just decided like favorite to least favorite team. However you did it, give me that, but give me some wins and the division winners.
All right, well, we'll start with the Packers. I did actually run through their schedule the same way you were running through the schedules, and I have them with 5 losses. So 12 wins, 5 losses.
Okay.
Packers win the division. I was able to get through the Lions. I have them 10-7.
Okay.
I said yesterday for Chicago, I thought they were going to be my kind of a bold take, and I'll stick with it. They're going to go 5-12. Pretty tough schedule. That's how I'm getting it, and I'm kind of just hoping that they're not that good.
Because it's funny, like, I think Detroit and Green Bay have really tough schedules, tougher than the Bears, especially the way they finish up.
The entire NFC North has pretty tough schedules, but
the entire North is in the top 5 or 6 for hardest schedule.
Detroit's got Kansas City on there.
Mm-hmm. Because they play the division winners.
Yeah, and the Packers have a gauntlet, though, at the end. But go ahead and continue.
Yep. So what do we got? We got Packers, Lions, Chicago. So we're on to we're on to Minnesota. I don't really personally believe in J.J. McCarthy, but I do think there are some wins, and obviously within the North, if I'm going to give Chicago only 5 wins, I'm assuming Minnesota's getting a couple of them, so we'll go 7-10 for Minnesota.
Okay. Molly?
All right, so I actually have Packers and Detroit getting the same record at 10-7.
Okay.
And then I have Chicago and Minnesota both having the same record at 9-8. Now, I don't know if that's actually like possible, but it could happen.
I think so.
That's crazy. After I look at it, mine were completely flipped as well. I have the Lions and Chicago the Packers and the Bears having opposite records of 12-5 and 5-12,
okay,
and then 10-7 and 7-10.
Okay.
Add up your wins.
This is like the Da Vinci Code.
So
where you guys are doing this.
A lot of numbers.
Add up your wins, because I went through and matched. I went every single team win loss and made sure that there was no.
Since mine are opposite, it has to be right.
Well, I have 39 total wins.
Take that for data.
And yours is how many
I'm
total
going to have
wins?
to go through.
No, just add up your total wins. You just gave me the win totals. What are they?
What do you mean by
Molly is at
20 plus 18, 38.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
I think. I mean, at least that's enough wins. You don't have too many wins in the division.
But as for Minnesota, though, I don't know if I necessarily believe in J.J. McCarthy, but I believe in Kevin O'Connell. I think he's a great coach. I think he's a quarterback whisperer in a sense, and he's going to get success out of J.J. McCarthy to some level. How successful, I don't know. But the Minnesota Vikings, let us not forget, are an elite team.
So that is a great segue into how I came up with mine because, and there was a hit piece that came out from Ty Dunn today. We can ask Jason Wilde about against Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears organization in general. I call it a hit piece because everyone interviewed, he says openly in the article, are former Bear employees and scouts. And the timing of it sure seems like, hey, I want to really maximize my paid subscription service to get hits in a 3-part series where I bury the most hated quarterback in the NFL. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter.
Who's the most hated quarterback in the NFL? Caleb Williams?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Amon St. Brown of the Lions just went on social media and said, he's
such a talker.
But he's like, what is with all the hate against Caleb Williams? He's like, this is just ridiculous. I've never seen any quarterback get so much crap.
I think it's not that he's the most hated, like most disliked, I think, is what Molly might be thinking. I think that's Aaron Rodgers, but I think the most doubted and the most bagged on, the one people are doubting the most, I think is Caleb Williams.
I think it's more than doubting. I think it's like, oh, he paints his nails, or look at him being a diva, look at him again, I'm in different parts of Twitter than you guys are. There's just a lot of unnecessary.
I think that's the dark corners.
Well, he missed in a drill where he's trying to throw the ball. There's random video.
People like to make fun of him, but I don't think people dislike him as a person the way that they do Aaron Rodgers.
That's fair, and that's what I'm saying. People like to find little things.
Which would you rather be?
Aaron Rodgers is more successful.
No. I don't mean that. I mean, would you rather be hated for you as a human, or hated because people just want to rag on you
as a player for your job?
Sounds awful.
Would you rather be hated
I'd rather be ragged on
as
a
Me too.
Player.
People like me, but I'm ragged on for being a bad radio guy. So I like that. I'm the Caleb Williams of Wisconsin radio.
Matt, you got to come in with painted nails on Monday.
To that point, though, so what I was getting at is, regardless of whatever it was all about the old coaching and Caleb last year.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to point out that the same article came out, and I think Ty Dunn might have wrote it, really in-depth about how McCarthy and Rodgers are an abject crap show at the end, and everything was a disaster. Surprise, surprise, when guys get fired, everything is bad. What did Aaron Rodgers do when Matt LaFleur came in? He won 2 or 3 MVPs and went to multiple NFC championship games?
Yeah.
So, and that was a veteran QB who had to rewrite who he was and adjust. So even if it's all true, what I was getting at is Ben Johnson, for the first time since Lovie Smith, is a coach that I'm excited about, and his coaching staff is a coaching staff I believe in. I think Chicago has screwed up for a long time getting the quarterback and figuring the coaches can make it work. My understanding from people off the record and on the record is that Ben Johnson is not going to let Caleb be a brat like he might have been last year. That doesn't mean Caleb's going to be great. That doesn't mean that Tyson Bagent might not come in. What it does mean is I think this Bears football team, who went to a Super Bowl with Rex Grossman as their quarterback, who I think has a top 10 defense in the NFL, is going to be a team that finishes second. Or actually third. It'll be tied for second. Here's what I got. The Detroit Lions, 11 wins.
So second and third.
Well, here's what we got here. The Detroit Lions... The Detroit Lions win the division. 11 wins is what I got them at. I think everyone in the NFC North is going to fall off. So the Detroit Lions are still the better team. I think their defense, it could finish top 5 this year. Their offense will take a step back. I think their defense, Aiden Hutchinson, all of that.
Yeah.
Packers, I have number 2, 10 wins. Bears, number 3, 10 wins. I assume the Packers will end up with a tiebreaker. I have them splitting their series. I have both teams ending up with 10 wins, and I have the Vikings with 8. I think I have a 2-game variance here. I could see any of these teams being 2 games better or worse. But I do think Chicago has a very fair chance to win 10 games, which still puts them in third. I don't even know if that puts them in the playoffs. If I was truly betting on it, I honestly went into this thinking I'd come down with 9 wins. And literally the second to last game of the year when they play San Francisco at San Francisco, I think that's really going to be what does San Francisco have left to play for? If they catch San Francisco, if they're still recovering from all the injuries they had and they're rebuilding their rosters, you might catch a San Francisco team that might not care, and that's how you get your 10th win. So that's why I have a 2-win variance for a lot of these. Because the Packers, I have them losing out. Denver, Chicago, Baltimore, Minnesota. And I think it's at Minnesota to end it. I'm not positive on that part. But it's not a great finish. Usually, basically what I did in the North is I had everyone split and basically win your home game, lose your road game. Okay. And I had everyone beating the Steelers, and I had everyone losing to the Commanders. Those are some just trends I had to make it easier.
So looking
Fair.
at the trends from you guys' predictions, all of you have either the Packers or the Lions winning the division. Like that's the one certainty.
Yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah.
Without a doubt at all.
I don't think the Bears or the Vikings are winning
You
the
guys
division.
are all really doubting the Vikings. 7-10, 9-8, 8-9. You just think they're going to be mediocre Minnesota.
And look, that's what everybody thought last year, and look what happened.
Exactly.
So,
Here's what
tough.
I get that. It's only because J.J. McCarthy, and I know Sam Darnold wasn't great, he's so young that I think there's going to be some games where like he's going to play well, and just in the margins at the end of the game, some of those 50-50 games, the young players lose early in their career, and then later on he figures out how to win those. So I think this is going to be a growing. I honestly think the NFC North.
So you mean a little bit like Rodgers' first season.
Yes.
Right? 6-10. There was a lot of games they were in, but wasn't quite able to get over the hump, and then the next year he goes on tear.
And I think NFC North is going to have the most amount of combined wins of teams top to bottom. Like I think they're going to be
like the best division of football is what you're saying?
Easily the NFC. I think the best division of football. I think all these teams are. I think these divisional games are all going to be one-score games.
Okay, I can get down with that.
They are going to beat each other up in the divisional games. I have them at an even at 500 for the North. They're going to win just as many as they lose.
Who?
The North.
Oh.
In general.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get you.
Like they're totally even split. I don't have them over 500. I don't know if that was just the way that it. I think it just happened that way. I do think they're one of the better divisions of football, but I don't know if you're going to be. They just all have such a tough schedule this year. I wanted to give some credit to the other teams for that reason, right?
All right, 844-770-3776. That's a Carbons Talking text line. List is more our Siding Unlimited poll question. As we go to break, which team is going to win the NFC North, the Packers or the Lions? Because we all agree it's going to be one of those two teams. 844-770-3776. That's Carbons Talking text line. List is more our Siding Unlimited poll question. Which team is going to win NFC North, the Packers or the Lions? Jason Wilde, next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So now they're basically saying you can have an elite defender, like edge rusher and quarterback tackler, but without the elite quarterback, it's not enough to.
Quarterback tackler?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
That's what Micah Parsons is. He's not a run stop guy.
Jordan Love is a ball thrower. What are we
He
saying?
is. That is facts.
It's word salad.
Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Utica Bar, Paoli Pub and Grill, the Pub at Pleasant Springs, and the Nitty Gritty in Sun Prairie.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
You're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. Jim Rutledge here. What is a better buying experience? Well, that's the thing. You get to define it. It is the experience that is customized to you. What experience do you want at a car dealership? They can be your trusted friend or your trusted expert. So if you're in the market for a new or new-to-you Silverado, Colorado, Blazer, Trailblazer, remember, you're only minutes away from a better buying experience. And that's at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Former basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal is DJ Diesel, and he's coming to the Sylvia on Friday, September 19th. Catch Shaq and his Base All-Stars live. Tickets on sale now at Sylvie.com. Don't miss your chance to see Shaq, DJ Diesel live in Madison on September 19th.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Jason, quick question.
You are one of one.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Thank you for helping me prove my point, Molly. Because my point, well, is this Matt Hamilton?
Okay. Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
Do you have a question for Jason, or how is he supposed to respond to this?
He asked the questions to me. No bad.
By hanging up.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
It's a Friday on Jim, Matt, and Molly. It is the last day until September 15th that Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown, and me, Jim Rutledge, along with Primetime Warshine, will be together in the Everlight Solar Studios. Matt goes off curling again. But actually, Monday, Molly and I are going to be at the Bears-Vikings game.
I'm the one taking one for the team.
Shut your mouth. All right. Jason, how you doing?
Mean?
Yeah, you're hosting with Jesse. You're right. You're taking one for the team.
It doesn't count a lot, but you're hosting 4 days this month, I feel like.
It's maybe a tiny bit more, but probably less than 10.
For the team.
Hosting one day with Jesse is basically 2 days, though, right?
That is fair. And you know what? Jason can answer that. But Jason, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I was watching the game last night, and they mentioned the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, February of 2026. I do need a curling update. Matt's curling minutes. Where do we stand? Are things going well? Can I start booking my travel to be there to root you on? Where do things stand?
Well, right now our team is currently 15-3 on the season. 2 of the 3 losses were against the number 1 team in the world, so that was good. We are currently ranked 2nd in year-to-date points, which is basically, if you think of like in golf terms. We played some early tournaments. We are currently ranked 2nd in the world, so I like our chances. I think we're playing really good right now, Jason. I think if you want to book that trip to Milan right now, you can do it. Knock on wood.
Yeah. I'm knocking on wood over here. There's no way in hell I'm going to Milan, but I'm still pulling for you no matter where I am.
Mr. International, Jason Wilde, isn't going to go to Milan?
Dude, I have never left North America.
Really?
I've never left the country.
Yeah. I've been to Mexico, I've been to Canada, but never left the North America. So I'm someday, if I keep working at it, someday I'm going to get out of here and see the world. But it won't be in time for the Olympics.
I didn't go anywhere fancy, but we did for the honeymoon. My wife and I went to Jamaica. So, like,
All right.
leaves the continent, I guess.
Please don't.
Do the Bahamas count as somewhere different? Like, I lived in Florida. The Bahamas is like driving to, like, Chicago. It's like, like, obviously, you got to take a boat or fly, but, like, it's very close. Like,
You can try.
It's not
I
much
would
of a.
count it.
Okay.
I would too.
So-
I don't even have my passport. I've never left America. I
Really?
am uncultured. Yes.
Never.
Never left.
And you have the palate of my toddler.
Yes, and Jason. Now I don't know if we want to ask Jason this for the food side of things. To that point, uncultured Molly hasn't had a lot of time in Chicago.
True.
So, do you have any suggestions for whether it's kind of a snackable food like a hot dog, or a nice place to eat, or even like a touristy thing to do? Because I think Molly and I, we're going to the game. We're bringing some advertising partners with ESPN Digital to the game, the Bears-Vikings game on Monday Night Football. We're probably going to get down there early, try to see some ESPN Chicago partners, but we're going to try to make some fun social media videos of Molly trying some things out in Chicago. So do you have any suggestions of things she should partake in when we're in Chicago?
Yeah, so I love Chicago. Like, I love Chicago, I love Milwaukee, and I love Minneapolis. Those are my 3 Midwestern cities, obviously one of them being my hometown. But this is going to sound both touristy and, like I have a palate of a toddler. I love the Wiener Circle. They are the best hot dogs.
What?
The Wiener Circle is legit.
That's a real thing?
Yes, the Wiener.
Oh.
Yes. It's not.
Now,
It's
they're
not
a
an
little-
activity. It's a thing. It's a place you eat.
Got it. Now, so when I had a girlfriend in Chicago many, many, many years ago before I knew Paula, and as much as I liked her, I think I liked the Wiener Circle more. And then there was a restaurant we went to. I don't know if it's still open. I never understood the concept, and I only went there once. But it was called Dick's Last Resort.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And they're all Richards to you. They all act like I never understood. I don't want to go somewhere and be treated like garbage. Like, why would I want to do that? Right?
Yep.
So I'm not I'm not recommending that. And the Wiener Circle, which it's just fun to say, right? I mean, come on. They're a little bit abrasive there at times. If you're not quick with your order. Not as bad as the time we went to Philly, and I was so excited to get my first authentic Philly cheesesteak.
With no onions, of course.
And they have, of course, just the cheese. Yep. And I will say this. I'm guessing that's one of the reasons why they were kind of douchey to me.
Yes.
Because I modified it. But I'll never forget, it was like it wasn't for 4th and 26. It was a previous trip. And they threw my sandwich on, like, you know how they have those like metal countertops when you walk up to the window, and it slid across the countertop, and the sandwich stopped, but the juice continued. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. The juice continued out of the sandwich and all over my shirt. And they looked at me and said, the way they looked at me was like, F you, tough break, man. Welcome to Philly. So they're not that bad at the Wiener Circle, but you have to go there. The way they char the ends of the hot dog, it's unbelievable.
I believe Thursday Night Football, the last one they were in Chicago, I think Kelsey went there. Or no, it went to Ben Hill. Maybe it was Monday Night Football. They've done some big ESPN sort of things at the Wiener Circle as well. They actually have their own Twitter handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up on my
And you'll like the Twitter handle, Matt
I hope
Molly.
they're a partner.
Well, maybe they are. There's also a place down there that around Wrigleyville that's kind of a Northwoods place that Tarek Saleh's jersey's in it. Our friend and teammate, all-time leader in Sac GW history, might have to figure out how to get there and get a photo next to Tarek's jersey.
That'd be cool.
Jason, I was curious. Did you go?
Tarek's jersey is there?
That's what I've been told by multiple people. It's
what
like
bar
a
is that?
it's like a Midwest, or it's like a Wisconsin themed sports bar in Wrigleyville, and Tarek's jersey's in it.
Will's Northwoods.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Will's Northwoods.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've been there.
Yep. So must not have seen a Tarek jersey, or people are Tarek's lying to me.
Jersey.
Or Tarek's lying to me. Who knows?
Well, could be either one. All right. Sorry, Hambone. What's your question?
Well, I wanted to know if your Philly cheesesteak was Cheese Whiz or provolone.
Cheese Whiz.
That's like Philly cheesesteak. There's two types, and people
Isn't that
argue
spray
about
cheese?
it. Yeah.
In a can?
Yeah.
People eat that like
No, it's
on a
not a
steak
can.
sandwich?
No, wait. Cheese Whiz is like in a jar,
Really?
and you take a spoon and like slap. Don't you?
I'm
Again,
Googling
you're the
it.
cultured one who's been
It is. It's
all
like
over
a,
the world.
It's a glass jar cheese.
Yeah. It's just it's not. It's like fake cheese.
People eat that on a Philly cheesesteak?
It's very divided.
Like drizzle it on there.
There's like two main spots. One does with provolone. One does it with like a cheese whiz. And you
You're
like
right.
what you like, and they like butt heads. Which one was first and is the original? I was curious which one you got.
Did he answer?
Cheese Whiz.
Yeah,
but
Cheese Whiz.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like Pat's and then some other place.
Matt is
All
wrong
right,
according
we've-
to Ashton, and Jason is right.
About what?
The cheese
Okay,
whiz
good.
thing. This text came through.
What am I wrong about?
He was saying about how it came out of not out of a can.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I've never had a Philly cheesesteak in Philly, and I would definitely not want the one with cheese whiz. But I was curious more about like which one he went with.
Gotcha.
Not. Yeah.
More bothered by getting the stuff all over my shirt. All right, what on earth are we talking
Well,
about
actually,
here?
Well, we got one
so
more for you, Jason.
I have one more question. It is a pressing question about football this weekend. So, Jim and I, as Jim stated, are going to the Chicago Bears-Vikings game on Monday Night Football. I am not a fan of either team. However, I will not be that person that shows up to a game that my team is not playing in wearing my team's colors.
Atta
So I will
girl.
not be wearing green and gold. Now, you are not a fan of any specific football team other than Oregon. What do you...
Panthers?
No, not Oregon. Oregon Ducks. What do you recommend that I wear to this game? Because I still want to be cute, fashionable, blend in with the crowd, but I
That's
don't want to
definitely
like stand
Jason
out.
Wilde, cute and fashionable.
Yes.
So I like.
So what do
that's
I
why
wear,
just
Jason?
grabbed
Tell me.
ESPN Madison Polo. So
I'll
first
pass
of all,
on
just to correct something, I'm not really an Oregon fan. It's more of a state of mind. We have some pseudo family there. It just reminds me of home, even though I never actually have lived there permanently. Today I was wearing a University of Florida hoodie, and I got all kinds of compliments on it, and I got it on Poshmark for like $12. So I'm not afraid to wear any colors or any team, really. But to your point, I don't understand why you got to be a jerkweed and show up to a game wearing your team's jersey or colors when your team's not even playing. I don't understand people who do that, so good on you for not being that way. I personally prefer, neutral tones. I think it's really great with your complexion, Molly. So, maybe a beige or a tan.
Oh.
It'll highlight your hair. No, I have...
Match it exactly.
I was gonna say, I got to do some fake tanner before we go, if we're being honest. So we're white right now.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm glad. Don't wear either color, but wear something cute. Definitely go cute. That's what I'm always aiming for too on Channel 3 whenever I'm wearing the exact same quarter zip every single time you see me on the news. So yes, I would go fashionable, but what's the forecast for Monday night? Like
Cold.
Like
I could wear a
58
winter
degrees
coat.
outside right now. There you go. Boom. Problem solved. And you don't even have to go tanning.
Yeah.
Jason, I have a journalism question when I get to you. I'll save it for the end for you because I'm curious about a report that came out, and in the report they insinuate a quarterback has a learning disability, which is a strong thing to insinuate in an article. But before that one, I wanted to. So the Packers and the Lions, we did our own little roundtable here, and all of us either have the Packers or the Lions, and within a game or two of them winning the division. I don't need to give a set prediction of what the Packers are going to do, but I think it's going to come down to the Lions or the Packers winning the division. I think nationally, because of all the excitement around the Packers, rightfully so, getting Micah Parsons, the Lions are getting slept on a little bit because they're still loaded, and Dan Campbell, I think, deserves the benefit of the doubt as a coach. I think they're going to get worse offensively, but defensively, they're getting Aiden Hutchinson back, who I don't know is as good or close to it as Micah Parsons. Are we sleeping on the Lions, and do you think they're going to still should be the favorite to win the division until they don't win the division?
Yeah, I love the narrative, and look, I'm part of it, so I'm not. I'm owning my role in it. But this narrative of they lost both their coordinators, so suddenly now they're going to have this enormous backslide. they may. Like, that's a real thing, right? I mean, brain drain is a real thing. So I'm not completely dismissing it. But you know what they also have, in addition to having 2 new coordinators? A lot of really, really good football players.
Yeah.
So they didn't lose all those guys when they lost Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. If they had, then maybe it'd be a little bit different. But again, I think they've got a lot of really good football players. I think I would be cautious as a Packers fan, a Vikings fan, or as a Bears fan of being dismissive of them. That said, I do think that Ben Johnson is the modern-day Mike Holmgren. Mike Holmgren was, even though he worked for Walsh, he worked for Seifert, he was a brilliant offensive coordinator, but he was the guy that everybody wanted, and the Packers got him, and he went and won a Super Bowl with them. Now, I would never predict the Bears to win a Super Bowl, but I think that they have a really, really good coach, and I do think it hurts the Lions to no longer have him on their sideline. But I don't think it hurts them enough that suddenly now we're sitting here going, well, these guys, I don't know about these guys. Just because they lost those players. The fact that they finished, or those coordinators, the fact that they finished 15-2 with all the injuries they had on the defensive side of the ball tells me that they know what they're doing over there. And so I would caution against getting overly confident if you're a fan of any of those other 3 NFC North teams.
Yeah, and obviously I'm a fan of the Bears there. And so you kind of...
First I've heard of that.
Yeah, led me into... There was a story that... I'm not going to say a hit piece because I don't like to... I'm not saying this is not properly sourced, but Ty Dunn put out a story today. It's behind a paywall, a lot of it, but it's being clipped. And it openly says that everyone interviewed are former Bear employees. And it basically paints Poles and Caleb in a pretty horrible light. But the one part that was interesting to me, because I don't really care about it because, to your point about Ben Johnson as a coach, I think Ben Johnson is the Bears organization, and whenever they think Ben Johnson thinks is the right thing to do a quarterback or anything else going forward, I think the Bears are going to let him do what they want. And for the first time ever, I think they've said, let's get a coach, and then we'll figure out the quarterback. And if Caleb's a quarterback, great. If it's Tyson Bagent, great. If it's someone else, great. We're going to go with the coach. So, this is all kind of rehashing old history. But there's a part in the article where Ty Dunn references multiple times that different coaches and maybe scouting reports had to say that Caleb Williams is dyslexic, and then they actually he references stories from coaches bringing it up to polls. And what is your thought on that's a pretty bold? I mean, that's a lot to put out there on someone without having a true diagnosis of Caleb Williams being dyslexic. So that part was interesting to me because that part I thought was unfair. The rest is reporting, but putting it out there, and then he's been on interviews rehashing that part. And I don't know how much you know Ty. I know you used to cover the team, but that part is weird to me. Saying that people believe Caleb Williams is dyslexic without an actual diagnosis or anything from the team seems bold.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I've ever said no comment on someone or their work. I'm going to say no comment.
And I don't mean to put you in a box, so I don't mean to.
No,
you're not.
You're not. No, it's not that. I'll explain to you off air at some point. But I would just say this. I think, and I guess I'm not going to read this piece to just be perfectly transparent.
I'm not going to read it. You have to pay for it. It seems very much like it's a 3-piece thing that all of a sudden I can read 2 paragraphs and I have to pay for the rest of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't read it if it was free either. But is Caleb Williams interviewed in this story? People that have read the whole thing, do we know?
I've seen no quotes from Caleb Williams in this story.
Yeah. Here's the other thing I'm going to say. I personally, the way I do this job, and everyone gets to do the job however they want, however they see fit. I'm sure I know that there were people that thought that I was of questionable ethics for doing the radio show with Rogers for 4 years. Those people had their opinions. They're certainly entitled to them, but I will tell you, I sat in this very office, and the first time we sat down to do the show, He said, I know your integrity is important to you, Jason. I never want you to tell me questions ahead of time. Whatever you ask me, I can handle because I know that your ethics matter. Those people didn't give a damn about that conversation, obviously. But I think I'm a pretty ethical person, both in my professional life and my daily life. I personally believe that whoever you are writing about and whatever you are writing about them, good, bad, or indifferent, deserve at minimum the full-fledged opportunity. Now, if they choose to decline the interview with you, then things change. But I never, ever want to write negative stories about people that I have not given every opportunity to talk with. And let me give you a quick example, because there are a lot of people that have written some pretty crummy things about Quay Walker. Last year, I had a really long conversation with him, and what I learned about him was that he is extremely hard on himself, like to the point where, and he said this to me on the record, so I'm not spilling any private information, and I wasn't in the sessions with him, but like he went to Dr. Carr, who's their team psychologist and mental health specialist and everything else, and talked about it. And he and I talked about it, and you guys know me. I just finished my second round of all 3 seasons of Ted Lasso, and it is exactly, I mean, he is a better version of me, that character. That's how I want to always be. And Quay and I ended up talking for quite a while, and I said, dude, you got to give yourself some grace. Like, I understand it's good to be conscientious, and it's the same thing I was said to Madison or Sydney. So I know this sounds weird, but like, I'm like, hey, once the mistake is, Ted Lasso's big thing was be a goldfish, right? They forget. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, you're going to make mistakes. You are an imperfect person, but you have to forgive yourself and then go on to the next play, and the girls have heard me do this with everything they do, whether it's whatever sport it is. Next play, they always hear, that's one of my favorite phrases. And Quay was not very good at that. So the reason I bring him up is because I just got done talking to him today in the locker room. And he and Jeff Hafley had it out with him after the season, telling him exactly the same stuff I did about you can't keep beating yourself up. It's making things worse, not better. And it's great that you care so much, but it's paralyzing you as a player. And he had that 3-game stretch before he hurt his ankle in Seattle, where I thought things were really clicking for him, understanding the defense. He was decisive. You didn't see him running like around a gap that he was supposed to be filling and making the mistakes he would make. And I really and truly hope, and this is nothing about me, this is about Jeff Hafley and Dr. Carr and everybody that works in this building to help him. But he sounded like a different guy today when I talked to him. But again, when I wrote that story last year, if I would have just written, because this was before that stretch where he played really well, if I had just written Quay Walker sucks and used, some anonymous quotes about people saying that he's not very bright or whatever else the criticisms would have been, would that have been fair to Quay Walker? And am I not better off for having gotten into a longer conversation with him to kind of understand what makes him tick? So, look, I'm not here to tell anybody else how to do their job. They can do it however the hell they want. But I'm telling you how I do it, and I think it's really important when you write about people and you are entrusted with telling their story accurately, that you do it the right way and give them every opportunity. And if they choose to decline it and not talk to you, they are making a big mistake, and they are hurting themselves by doing it. But if they don't even have the opportunity, ethically, I have a big problem with that.
Jason, I'll be fully transparent. I felt bad as I asked that question. I might have put you in a bad spot. Thank you for giving an awesome answer. And, I think that insight into Quay is great, because I think a lot of us can understand that struggle of, that fight for perfectionism and not being able to move on to the next player, or understanding being imperfect. So it was an imperfect question. Thanks for giving a great answer. Appreciate it.
Well, clearly I'm not perfect, so I don't ever try to strive for perfection, because I know I'm not getting anywhere near it. So I appreciate you guys. Sorry I rambled a little bit.
No, it was great.
I talked a lot there.
No, you gave us way more than I was expecting out of that, so thank you so much, Jason.
All right, everybody, take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Look, that was unexpected, but I thought Jason gave a great answer there from unfair question from me. Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. They are Madison's custom jeweler. They are Madison's family-owned jeweler. So whether you want a pre-owned Rolex or a custom piece of jewelry, Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and Middleton is the place to go. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
If honestly, it wasn't science class, please correct it.
Naked swimming makes more sense for science class.
Wait, what'd you say?
It makes more sense for science class than it
Naked
does
what?
Swimming.
Oh, why?
Well, science, the naked body at least, like
biology.
But I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying that would make more sense.
Sure.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Next man up. With Billy Edwards expected to miss week 2, Danny O'Neill is in versus Middle Tennessee. O'Neill not shy when it comes to playing under bright lights. Luke Fickle with more on this week's starter.
I love an athletic arrogance. I think he really does have a confidence in what he does. But there's a lot of growth, and I'm sure he will be the first to tell you that, while he was prepared, he also probably recognized some areas where, okay, I got to do a better job in my opportunities to run this team. I think you'll see some of the greatest growth in just the way that, some of those guys that had opportunities for the first time go about their business.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Well, you and I, we make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you can cash in. Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks is the best way to cash in this football season. Which players are going to go off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app, use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
It's the best time of the year, and you know what that means for me. It's tailgating season. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. For my friends at Door County Distillery, locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. If you're in Madison tailgating before a game, there's only one thing to do to elevate your experience, and that's bring it with Door County Distillery. Whether that's the cherry brandy for your old-fashioned, the single malt whiskey, or any of the gins, vodkas, and in-betweens, Door County Distillery has you covered. Find the retailer nearest you at doorcountydistillery.com.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Looking for the perfect pizza meal just for you? Introducing Pizza Hut's new personal pizzas, the Crafted Flats. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch. All just $5 each, all day. The perfect pizza deal for lunch, dinner, or on game days. Order your $5 Crafted Flats at one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is Monte Ball.
Monte steps to the right, dashes, reaches, touchdown.
You listen to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports and Update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. It's finally here. The Packers football season opens this Sunday as they take on their rival Detroit Lions. It's a 3:25 p.m. kickoff from Lambeau Field. The game will be broadcast nationally on CBS. Also, pre- and post-game coverage right here on 100.5 ESPN with Green Bay Game Day and Game Night. Now, of note today, the final injury report for the game was released this afternoon. Packers' new star pass rusher Micah Parsons listed as questionable, as were new quarterback Nate Hobbs and wideout Jaden Reed. Then, on a positive note, both center Elton Jenkins and QB1 Jordan Love do not carry any injury designations heading into the Week 1 matchup. Make sure to stay tuned right here on 100.5 ESPN and head over to the ESPN.com to read more from Packers reporter Rob Domofsky. Then tonight, you'll also hear Badgers volleyball for the second day in a row on 100.5 as they host Chicago State at the Fieldhouse. 6:30 p.m. pregame, scheduled for a 7 p.m. first serve from the Fieldhouse. Then the Brewers will be broadcast on 1670 Zone and on Prep Mania tonight on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
More guests makes the Bold-a-thon difficult to execute. Molly was extended the invitation. Matt ended up joining as her +1. Jim Rutledge was not invited to the Bold-a-thon this year. He's been invited in years past.
Tossed off Matthew Golden as Offensive Rookie of the Year because that's not bold enough.
Matthew Golden will break the Packers rookie receiver record done before by Billy Houghton in 1952 when he had 1,231
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I
think Molly could stand to crush a Coors Light right now.
Yeah, I'm with it because she's mad on my behalf, so I'm always down for that. Good teammate there. You throw me off here. Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton, Jim Rutledge. Primetime or Shine Beyond the Glass. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And you also can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. And what I didn't know I was not invited to the Bold-a-thon. I thought I politely declined. We might have to look into this.
Were you ever asked by Jesse?
You asked. No. So
No,
Jesse didn't ask me.
No.
But Jesse's a coward. He's afraid of me. So
That's true.
But
Jesse
you
is a
said, do you guys want to do the
No.
Bold-a-thon?
I said Jesse just texted me and said I am able to have one person from Jim, Matt, and Molly join me. Would one of you like to do it?
So I wasn't not invited.
Yeah. I mean, I was the initial invite.
Okay.
And then I think
And
what happened.
my way in.
But I think what also happened is he only invited Brad Nortman on KBN, and then KBN was anti-Bold-a-thon on Wilde and Taup. So then they were like, so then Jesse texted Brad and said, hey, you can bring a +1 from KBN. And then I think he did the exact same thing to me. So neither one of you were invited.
So you chose not to invite Jim is what happened.
No. I said the thing. Matt said he would rather, he wants to do it. And then Jim was like, I'm good because they probably won't like my takes anyways.
Actually, I didn't have a good bold thing. I mean, I didn't have anything I didn't have anything bold to be super negative, although when we do Don't Quote Me here, I might. And I didn't have any, and like my bold take was that I think Tucker Kraft is going to lead the Packers in receptions and touchdowns. I don't think that's that bold. So I didn't have anything.
Receptions
That
and
is pretty-
touchdowns.
that
is
is
pretty
pretty bold.
That's
Yeah,
a
I'd
tight
give that
end.
to you.
Okay, but I think that's going to happen. Not yards, but I think receptions and touchdowns.
I think that's a bold prediction.
Well, I wasn't invited on.
By Molly.
Well,
No, Molly accepted the
honestly,
invite. I
Why
do
you trying to
not.
stir
I
the
do not
pot,
take
Ryan?
accountability
So
for
who do you think
Jesse's
that is? Like
oversight.
Because that's kind of cowardice.
Well, no.
Like,
so
why would you not
He
have?
did explain. He did
Okay,
explain what
all
it
right.
was. He said that I believe you were on the Bowl-a-thon, a couple years ago, right, Jim?
That was right too, I believe.
So
Yeah, you stole my
were.
take 'cause
you
of
were.
that.
But I think what Jesse was trying to do is he wanted to get one member of every show across ESPN Wisconsin, and I think he had not extended an invite solely to Molly before.
I'll allow that.
No. See, that's where you've got it wrong.
Okay.
I was on like the inaugural season of
Okay.
Boldathon, and I gave the boldest prediction because remind you, it was when the
Remind
Green Bay
me?
it was when the Green Bay Packers were supposed to be playing the New Orleans
That was an old
Saints.
lady
Was
move.
I working
Remind
here at the
you. You should
All right.
know.
Anyways, holding the finger to both of you. You're wrong. I'm just telling you you're wrong. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Because do you remember the season that the Packers were kicking off the season against the New Orleans Saints, but then there was a hurricane, so they got moved to Jacksonville. The
We
Packers
do, yes.
notoriously play terrible in Florida, okay?
Yep.
My bold prediction was that the Green Bay Packers were going to go 17-0 that season. What did they do? First game, they got the doors blown off them by the New Orleans Saints. It was horrendous. It was awful. It was terrible, okay? But then the rest of the season, I think they went like 15-2, maybe?
I believe that was a 14-3 Packers team.
All
I
right.
believe that's the one that lost to the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship.
So pretty dang close,
That
okay?
is.
Pretty dang close. So for that, Tausch always says that he will never forget my bold prediction from that year. So
Your little nookie.
But then I don't think I was welcome back last year. I don't know why. Jesse hates me probably. But then I was welcome back again this year. I don't know.
So I guess I figured he invited you because he had not invited you as a member of the show yet.
No, and that's rude
whereas
that you thought that.
Matt and
To be
Jim
completely
both-
fair, Jesse is right there. You could grab him, and
Do
bring him
we,
in this.
do we want to do that?
Well, let him. Don't come.
Jim
in
just wants to poke his tummy.
Let him come in the control room,
Yeah,
not
go
the
with
studio.
control room, Jesse. Yeah, like pop in there, like perfect control room. You can give like a little. It's like a press conference.
He
He
can-
can walk up to the podium, give his statement, and then we can move on. So
He
let
can
him.
What
just-
you can do for real or phony?
I can just open the door and he can just yell. That's as close as I think
He's getting
we
his
wanna get.
headphones on now and
Oh,
everything.
goodness.
So
He's getting his
We're not-
that means he's going in the studio.
for real or phony.
Why are you
did
bringing
not.
headphones? I have my headphones plugged in.
Want your dirty headphones?
Oh, well, then get out.
You liquor.
Okay. How
So
do
we
we
can
stall here?
we can bring in Jesse, and also we're playing Don't Quote Me, not for real or phony. Matt.
Well, no. When he does his press conference, I was like, "That's a perfect
gotcha,
opportunity to do for real or phony."
So Jesse,
Well, do I
you
get
want to
like
give
an
the
opening?
opening?
Is
Yeah,
this-
give the opening statement of why I was not invited, or was it? Give the opening statement there.
All right, good Bold-a-thon. Got a lot of things to clean up for next year. Really good performances by a few people, Molly included.
Matt.
Matt, we got to check the tape. We'll watch that tomorrow. But overall, I like where we're at.
You were at
and,
the town dump.
No, I was heading there. I was heading there.
That was fun at the
You
time.
could just like, all right, whatever.
I forgot.
We know.
Overall, big fan of the Bold-a-thon. Love what we're doing, and we'll open it up to questions.
All right.
Why was Jim not invited?
Well, quite frankly, Jim was going to be invited. Looking back at, we confirmed Tom Waddle from ESPN 1000 is kind of our resident Bears person, and so we can't just load the whole thing up with Bears takes and perspectives.
That's fair.
So-
Tom Waddle is a bigger guest than mine. I grew up a huge Tom Waddle fan, so I'm not gonna begrudge Tom Waddle taking my spot. And actually, one of the things, Molly, I'm hoping that we can do when we're down at the Bear Viking game is run into Tom Waddle because he does the pregame show. Usually, like Courtney Cronin there is a lot, and also
Love Courtney Cronin.
Peggy Kaczynski and Diane Miller. So like a good pregame there for the Chicago Bears. Hopefully our friend Pat's the designer. But Tom Waddle, Bears legend. So I'm fine with that.
Molly also has a lot of history with our Bold-a-thon. She was one of the original Bold takes
Thank you.
a number of years
Tell
ago.
Ryan,
and this whole
thank
thing became
you.
a thing.
I was the
yes.
inaugural person. Thank
So-
you.
Oh,
Ryan's
one
gone.
of.
I don't know where
Can
he
I
is.
ask you, because I could say this.
He left.
I could say this. I'll just put it like this.
Are you gonna disrespect me?
Is the Bold-a-thon what Molly's most known for on Wilding Tausch, or is it her take on sub sandwiches?
No. We're not going there. We're not. I love Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs is a fantastic partner. I'm so glad that they're on Wildy and Tausch Trivia, giving people gift cards. Who won today's gift card, by the way?
While we're at it, Matt, what's your favorite
No.
Kringle?
Oh,
God.
No,
I have a
don't say
favorite
it.
Kringle.
Don't say
I do have a favorite Kringle.
We love Racine Danish
That
Kringle.
is exactly right.
Yes.
Jim, this is why we're saving you by not having you on the Bold-a-thon based on this show's
I'm just
history.
saying, I haven't done any of that before. I know who the
What a
partners
teammate.
are.
Just throwing us under the bus right now. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness.
Sure, Jim.
Nothing better
honestly,
than a Coors Light with a Kringle and a cousin sub. My
literally-
God.
I literally laughed out loud when I heard Molly say that.
No.
I got kicked off the show for like 2 years,
One
okay?
of the only times I was listening live and I literally just chuckled. And then Matt, I was like, really?
I was like 19 when this happened, mind you.
I know, that's
one
why
was-
yours was funny. Matt's was annoying.
In fairness, Matt's was much worse.
Because he was like militant about it.
I was very adamant.
He like tripled down on it.
I was like, why do you think we have all these free Kringles here? Just cuz?
Yeah. Yeah. I did think that.
So I was incredulous when Matt did it. I was actually just thought it was
It's
hilarious
kind of
when
my
Molly
charm,
did it.
my oblivious charm. You know what I mean?
Realizing this, though, you guys are all very bold. We should have you go on the Bold-a-thon, all three of you, next year. This is pretty good.
All right, we appreciate it. We have to, Jesse, we have to let you go because we have to, as you appreciate as producer, we need to do our Don't Quote Me bold takes.
Yeah, stay on the clock, guys.
Hear
Come on.
anything you're saying.
All right, so Ryan, come back over and fire up the Don't Quote Me because I don't really have time to dink around with this. Almost a different word. To dink around with this.
I was going to suggest actually we just do that next segment now, and then we just move everything back one. We'll be good. We got the time.
Right.
You wanted Jesse Nelson.
That is true.
Did you poke him in the belly?
That's why he made that sound just now.
That was just him out in the.
That was Jesse
That's him out in
live.
the bullpen.
Those are always live. That's just Jesse when he eats something he likes. Woohoo! Carbon World Health can help you get to your best self, whether it is semaglutide, hormone replacement treatment, cryotherapy, red light therapy, just generally working out. Dr. Ness Rodriguez, Ashley Rodriguez, the whole team at Carbon World Health, they can help you. 2 locations in Sun Prairie, one in Madison. Both locations are fantastic to help you be your best you. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Bruner Realty and ESPN Madison have teamed up again for the 5th annual Putts for Pups golf outing benefiting the Dane County Humane Society. Join us for a day of golf at Black Hawk Country Club on September 19th. Since it started in 2021, Putts for Pups has raised over $120,000 for the Dane County Humane Society. Donate or find out how you can get involved at putsforpups.com. Putts for Pups is proudly sponsored by Badgerland Exteriors, Alts Operations, Zimbrick Automotive, and Vortex Optics.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Come see what the buzz is all about at Madison Axe, Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Enjoy 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard with 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Perfect for date night, groups, corporate meetings, or private events. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey Madison, it's John Audius. Today's Wisconsin volleyball broadcast is brought to you by the Gordon Flesh Company. Join me for the call of the match later today on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Phish Friday on Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you. Primetime Morrison behind the glass. We are presented by Coors Light, and we're in the Everlight Solar studio. We had some fun last segment there, but we never got to our Don't Quote Me, which is what we want to do right now. And before we get into Don't Quote Me, this is kind of our way to be wild and kind of get a little bit nuts. And we're doing it for the season here, or the season and the game?
No, this is just for the Packers vs. Lions, week 1.
Okay, just for the... Okay, I thought do we want to just throw in a crazy season prediction, too?
Didn't you guys just talk about it with Jesse? I wasn't able to hear any of what you guys were saying.
No, we didn't do anything. We just asked Jesse about why we weren't involved. We didn't actually give any takes. So I'd like to throw in a crazy, basically a fan-sided, I'm just going to give my homer pick of what's going to happen this year.
Okay.
So I think we all can throw that in there. I'm trusting you guys to be understand that I can be objective and then also just have a stupid fan take. So I'm going to give my meatball fan take during Don't Quote Me for the big season one, for the actual game.
So when you say for the big season, do you mean for the Packers specifically or just the football season?
It involves the Packers.
Involved? Okay.
Yeah, so you can do it however you want, though. So whatever it is you want to do.
Just don't do whatever Matt did on the Bold-a-thon.
What did Matt do on the Bold-a-thon?
I thought your prediction was terrible.
No, it wasn't a bad one.
Did he ship the bed?
He piggybacked off me because I think he heard mine, and then he was like,
No, I literally had that one.
Did you have that one?
Yeah, I said Matthew Golden, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Micah Parsons leads the league in sacks. Those are my 2 bold predictions on the Bold-a-thon.
That's bold.
If you had doubled them and been Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons, Matthew Golden, Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, then bolder.
Bolder, yeah.
It's honestly, though, the Matthew Golden one is funny to me because you're probably heavily leaning to a quarterback getting it.
Okay, but
it's probably gonna be Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Unless he sucks.
But it is a little bit of Packer fans he's a first round receiver and we haven't had one of those in a while, so he's awesome. He's totally going to be awesome immediately.
Exactly what
and
I'm
I
thinking.
think he's going to be good, but I
That's
don't know if he's going to be
what I'm trying to put in the
he's
world.
going to be instantly good. I think Xavier Worthy is my comp for him, who had a good rookie season.
Yeah.
Jaden Reed is another one where had a good rookie season, and I think Matthew Golden will end up better than Reed. I just don't. Him hitting the ground and being instantly a Rookie of the Year.
Remember, this is Bold-a-thon.
I know,
that
I
was
agree,
a bold take.
but it's just in general. You're not the only one that has that. Everyone's if Matthew Golden comes out on Sunday afternoon and catches 2 passes, everyone's gonna be "Oh my God, what happened?" The expectations for this kid are way too high.
Depends on what those catches look like. Are they 2 touchdown catches?
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, look at that guy.
Okay, 2 catches for 15 yards
and 2 tutties.
No touchdowns.
Oh. He hadn't been schemed into it yet.
I was more if fans are setting him up for failure with the expectations you're building for him.
He's got a long leash right now.
All right, let's get to Don't Quote Me.
Yep.
We're not saying it's gonna happen,
Let it ride!
but if it does, then we want credit.
Say that again, because that is an amazing take.
I told you all.
If not, well,
Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said.
All right, as Jim was laying it out, guys, we're going to make our bold predictions first for the Packers vs. Lions Week 1 season opener, and then we'll do our bold season-long football or Packers-related takes. So, Jim, why don't you kick us off here? What is your bold prediction for Packers vs. Lions, 3:25 p.m., CBS National Spotlight? What are you saying?
Aiden Hutchinson will have more sacks than Micah Parsons, but the Packers will win on a game-winning field goal from McManus.
I'll take it.
Tickle Molly. All right, what do we got?
That was just Jesse. That was Jesse out in the hallway again.
All right.
That'd be a thrilling way to kick off the season.
All right, Molly. Well, what would throw you in your Don't Quote Me prediction?
All right, mine is the Packers will have 5 sacks and 2 interceptions versus the Lions this weekend. Or shall I say versus Jared Goff this weekend.
All right. 5 sacks and 2 interceptions, specifically on Jared Goff. So if it's
who the hell's your backup? What do you think I'm going to say?
If it's a blowout and then the backup comes in and gets the 5th sack, it doesn't
If
count.
Ben Johnson was coaching, you could say, like, Penei Sewell could be throwing a pass. Who knows?
I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
That is true. Okay, they'll have 5 sacks and 2 interceptions.
All right, just in general.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Matt, what about you?
Jordan Love's going 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for 275 yards.
Is that bold enough?
What did
0
you say?
interceptions is a bold. How many are you throwing 130 passes? Because you know my stat.
Okay, and then he'll go 25 for 32, no interceptions.
Because I believe last year, every time that Jordan Love threw more than 30 passes, he threw an interception.
Yes.
That's
So
a lot of passes.
So you're predicting the exact completion percentage, like 25 exact completions on 32 exact passing attempts.
Sure. Yeah.
God, he's so picky.
Yeah.
Well, you want to make sure he gets it right.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
That's what he's trying to go for.
I know.
I mean, you took the bold, like, this is how the Packers defense is going to dominate the team. I had to go offensive.
Yeah, and Jim already took the big QB tackler prediction.
Quarterback tackler. Quarterback tackler, exactly.
How do you not do something about it?
Quarterback tackler. Well, that's my season-long one. I'm waiting on my quarterback tackler, Ryan.
All right, then what is your season-long prediction, Matt Hamilton?
Season-long prediction, my favorite quarterback tackler, Rashawn Gary,
Good God,
is
Rashawn
going to
Gary?
finally get to double digits in sacks this season. He's finally going to make it.
Will you be happier if Micah Parsons or Rashawn Gary leads the team in sacks?
I mean, I'd be happier if it was Micah Parsons, but I will feel vindicated when Rashawn Gary gets double digits.
Nothing happens anymore for your vindication for you. Rashawn Gary was supposed to be the Micah
Don't
Parsons.
tell me how I'm going to feel
There's no
vindicated.
but when he was drafted,
Nobody thought he was going to be Micah Parsons.
when he was drafted,
Well, okay. Matt Hamilton is the exception.
Yeah, don't
Matt
point
Hamilton
to
is the nobody.
on the show saying, like, well, he said it.
Yeah,
I've said
I mean,
a
come
lot of
on.
things, Jim.
he was drafted 10th overall and he was paid a lot of money. 12th overall paid a lot of money.
He was paid a lot of money, but I don't think anyone's expecting what Micah has been.
Okay, but double-digit sacks once?
Yes, definitely. That's the bare minimum for a pass rusher.
Again, I said this before.
A quarterback tackler.
Quarterback tackler.
Credit to Goody for realizing he whiffed on Gary and Van Ness and went and got Parsons, which will make those 2 players better.
And speaking to your point, if it ends up being that like Rashawn Gary leads the team with 13 sacks, Micah only gets 12. But then if Elviano also gets 12 or 11, and then maybe Devontae White gets like 9.5.
Is anyone playing? Is anyone moving forward?
Maybe the
McKinney has 14
gets
interceptions.
14 picks.
Well, no, the whole point
7 of them pick sixes.
The whole point of the impact that Micah could make for the defense is that he opens things up for everyone else.
That's why I'm making this prediction for Gary.
And
So
that's
and I
bold
believe
could be a good thing.
And I believe Molly saw this stat too, but it was previewed. I think it was on First Take. The Dallas Cowboys last year with Micah Parsons, 3rd in pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. 28th in rush defense, 31st in pass defense, and like 26th in scoring defense.
Do you think that's all because of Micah or because they had no D tackles?
But my point is, Micah can only do so much.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's all,
But the thing that the Packers have needed the most was that pass rush.
Absolutely.
And with the pass rush, they could be a pretty good defense.
Did you see the stats of when Kenny Clark was in to when he was out for the Cowboys?
No.
It was like 2.6 yards per carry for the Eagles when Kenny Clark was in. He didn't play a lot, and 6.6 when he was out.
He co-opted on a sack, too.
He did.
If he doesn't play a lot, those could be skewed, too, sometimes.
Quarterback tag.
Well, I just don't know how much he got for, like, playing. I think it's more of, like,
quarterback tag.
new scheme and all that.
Yeah, it was very quick to hit the ground running for Kenny in Dallas.
All right, let's do our bold for the season, then.
Molly, then what's yours?
All right, I heard Rob Domofsky say this the other day on the Wilde and Touch Boldathon, so I'll go with this. Brandon McManus. I don't remember his exact one. He was a little bit more bold because he said the Packers were going to go to the Super Bowl because of this. Not solely because of it, but with it. Brandon McManus will only miss 2 kicks all season. Now, Rob Domofsky said that he's not going to miss any all season, which is crazy to me. So he's only going to miss 2 field goals all season, is what I'll say.
Okay.
That's pretty bold. I mean,
extra points, 100% on PATs.
Yeah, are you including just all place kicking attempts? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Matt?
Matt did.
I did Rashawn Gary's getting to double digits.
Oh, that was your thing. All right, mine is that this is very fan take, but it's not the only one out there. This is all grouped together. This one does not assume health. Ben Johnson, Coach of the Year. Bears win the division. Packers 4th. They'll end up with like 9 wins, but they're going to finish 4th. Bears win the division with 11 wins. Ben Johnson, Coach of the Year. Packers dead last, 9 wins. That's my stupid fan.
They're dead last with 9 wins.
Yep.
Ryan cut the music. That one was
that was an accident. That was mic drop for Jim.
Oh my God. Sorry, I just saw the news and I saw microwaved Mel Gibson on TV and yeah, that was my reaction. Oh my God.
I used Tylenol a lot when I was pregnant, so for what it's worth.
Well, you might want to add the context to that. You know what?
Nope, I'm good.
Here's my personal advice. Whatever he says, do the opposite. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place, and it has changed the game for me. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all the great new features like watching 4 games at once with multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. So you got to check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? A local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right. You want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has 0 sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
I wasn't sure if college was right for me. I worried that it would be too stressful or rigid, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, the atmosphere is relaxed, and the instructors are friendly and collaborative. It's such a cohesive environment. My advice to others, take a deep breath and go for it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, our first one of the new school year, Hannah Milsna from Madison Memorial, Vel Phillips Memorial High School now. What's it feel like to be a Spartan representing the school on the court and on the track in the spring?
It's truly special, I would say. The community, the competition, like on the court and on the track is definitely really special to me.
When you look back on your time here as a Spartan, what do you remember most? What kind of impact has this school had on you?
I think that this school has just taught me to use my resources, meet new people. Don't be afraid to go outside of my comfort zone. I think it's just truly helped me evolve as a person, obviously as a volleyball player too, but.
Striving for excellence is exactly what we do.
Our suite of master craftsmen ensure every roof we install will last.
We believe in giving you exceptional results.
And the satisfaction and durability you want with your suite of metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Suita. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Suita metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Suita Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
I'm floating in the blimp a lot. I feel the feeling I forgot. I'm swimming weightless in the womb, or bouncing gently round the room. In a minute I'll be free, and you'll be splashing in the sea.
Hey, all you sports bettors, if you aren't making your wagers at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you're missing out on an elite experience. It's a complete sports betting paradise. Their state-of-the-art venue has dozens of self-serving betting kiosks. If you want to see me use one, you can head over to our ESPN Madison Instagram page. It was fun a couple weeks ago when we were there for our fantasy football draft. They have seating for over 200 people, a first-class bar and restaurant, and a VIP deck. And if that's not enough for you, there's a giant video wall that's over 2,000 square feet. In a major move for all the sports bettors out there, you can now use your Potawatomi Rewards card at most self-service kiosks and the betting counter. Bet on your favorite sports and earn rewards points along the way. Now that's a winning play. Bet above the rest. Learn more at paysbig.com/sportsbook.
She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge. Matt Hamilton with us in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Laura Sean behind the glass. And Matt, before we get to Molly's game, you have a take on Molly not being bold enough?
Yeah, She said that she doesn't think Brandon McManus, or he's only going to miss 2 field goals this season. And I thought about it, and I was like, McManus had a really, really great season last year for the Packers. So I did a little digging, went and did my research. As far as ball kickers on football teams, which McManus
Quarterback.
is, tackler, he only missed 1 kick last year.
Okay, and I said he was going to miss 2. But he only played how many games last year?
Played 11.
Okay, so he's playing 6 more games this year, at least, hopefully.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is by averages.
Okay,
if
how
he
about
had
this?
the same season.
How about this?
Why don't you go
maybe
with
this is
Tomasky?
bold.
He doesn't miss 1.
No, ready? How about this? Brandon McManus will win 3 games for the Packers with game-winning field goals.
Okay.
In addition to only missing 2 kicks all season.
2 all season.
Okay.
Is that bold?
That is bold enough for me.
Ryan?
So
you look like you have a problem with it.
I didn't have a problem. Matt's the one who walked in here and goes, I have a problem with
He
it.
already
I
did
just
it.
said-
It's because he's
He
scared the
already
mindset.
did it. You can't say
He only
it's
did
like,
it for 11
I think
games.
Rashawn Gary's going to get 9 sacks. He did that last year. So that's
But then
not
all
that
he
bold.
needs is 1 more.
Yeah.
That's not that bold then.
He's never made it there.
Okay, but
At least I'm doing something the player has never done before.
he's got you there, Molly.
Whatever. It's bold enough now. The Packers are going to win 3 games because of
Before
Brandon
we get
McManus.
to,
I like it.
Before we get to Molly's game, just a little update on our trip to Chicago. Apparently, you need to book way ahead of time because you cannot. Basically, we get a reservation at the Firehouse Restaurant when the game starts.
What do you mean?
Like I was looking like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock,
Oh.
nothing there. So yeah, they're full until the game starts.
Well, let's keep looking.
So we'll have to find somewhere else. But apparently,
Keep
there
the
must be a
Rex
spot
coming.
to go if it's already booked.
Just get your reservations at the Wiener Circle. Jason Wilde's recommendation.
Me and Jim at the Wiener Circle. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Hot dogs, people.
Be sure to check in with the show.
And then Mr. Beef,
Can't wait.
the original beef of Chicago.
That's where you should be going. for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Molly, have you seen any of the show The Bear?
I've watched like parts of it because my husband will have it on.
He knows what's up. It's a good show.
It looks very chaotic and
Yes.
kind of gives me anxiety, so I don't watch it.
Yes. My wife and I both were like, we need to watch something. We can't watch it too late, or we have to throw something up afterwards because trying to go to bed after that show.
If you have like any family trauma in your past, don't watch the show.
Oh, okay.
It'll break.
Don't we all have family trauma? My God.
This is to the extreme, but if you have anything beyond the average, I would say
honestly, also if you've worked in a restaurant before,
that too,
it does rankle up the feelings.
Have you worked in a restaurant, Ryan?
No, I was just saying. If I imagined if somebody had worked in a restaurant, it would be stressful.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. Matt, I feel like you haven't seen much of it, but you're probably the one that would like it the most. The Bear.
I have seen the first 2 seasons.
The Bears.
I haven't, right? Because they're in third season right now.
So
fourth season.
the third and fourth. Third is when he opens up the restaurant. Like because
Okay,
right now
then
he's
I
got the actual original beef. So now it's like you'd probably really enjoy it because it's him creating the menu and opening up a restaurant.
Right.
And then season 4 is the first 6 months of the restaurant.
I think I'm through the first 3 seasons then.
Okay.
Because I remember the really bougie restaurant and Matty Matheson wearing his nice suit.
Yep.
So, and I will say,
Yes, chef.
It is accurate. Like, to an extent, like, there's definitely been the same kind of, like, arguments and drama in
I don't need
the
you to
kitchen I
verify.
worked
Yeah,
at.
I don't need to verify that for me. I
But it
worked in
was-
restaurants for like 15 years. So yeah. No, I got you.
We also have other listeners who
Yes,
have
yes,
seen the
yes,
show
yes.
that haven't worked in restaurants.
Yes. No, we got you.
Cool, Jim.
Well, you're
sure.
like verifying it. Like, yes, I know. Like,
sure.
Cool. You're a better chef than me, but I've spent more time in restaurants than you.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
let's get to Molly's game.
Hi. I am looking for Molly. I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find Molly.
This is Molly's Game, hosted by America's favorite bookie, Molly Brown.
Alrighty, you guys. Since you guys got your beef knocked out of the way, we're gonna get into picks for this week. First up,
Nice and relaxed now. All right.
Chargers versus Chiefs tonight in Sao Paulo.
Chiefs win.
Brazil. Over under 232.5 passing yards for Justin Herbert. Matt?
I'll go with the over because I think they'll be playing from behind.
Jim?
Molly. Relax.
They will be losing, and they will have to score points.
I'm gonna go the under. Harbaugh, like,
Ryan hates me.
No, I'm confused of what got so.
Molly's just
I
like
said behind, okay? I said behind.
What's below the gutter? Because Molly's brain is like below the gutter at this point.
I'm a bottomless pit. I've got a long weekend ahead of me, okay?
Fair enough.
Go ahead, Jim.
She's got to go to Chicago with you.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm gonna go under because I think this game's gonna be close, and Harbaugh likes to hand the ball off, and they're not like a big throw it team with Jim Harbaugh. It's more efficiency with Herbert. So I'm gonna go under.
Johnson or whatever his name, did he get cut yet? The guy that can't catch a ball to save his life. Yeah,
Quentin Johnson.
The guy that can't catch a ball to save his life.
I believe he's no longer a starting receiver for them, but he's on the roster.
All right. What are you going with?
I think Justin Herbert's getting sacked 6 times tonight. They don't have Rashawn Slater anymore. Their offensive line's going to stink again, unfortunately. I think he goes under.
Ryan knows ball. Next one here, guys. Ravens, Bills. Which team will score first in that one? Matt?
Honestly, it's probably the team who wins the flip. I'll go Bills.
Jim?
I'm going Bills.
Alrighty, Ryan.
I'll go Ravens for that same, I don't know, just to be different for that one. First score is like, how do you predict that?
I don't know. Just for funsies. It's kind of like I don't know. I think that's going to be such a high-scoring game. I don't even know what the line is set for the
Do you
12
guys think
points.
that's the best game of the weekend?
It's a good one.
It's up there.
I think Chargers-Chiefs is pretty good.
Packers-Lions is good.
Packers-Lions is good. Bears-Vikings going to be good.
Bears-Vikings, I think, is very interesting for the J.J. McCarthy and Caleb Williams aspect and the NFC North aspect. But I think what will end up being the best game is Ravens-Bills, like entertainment value by the end of it. Last night's game was pretty good, too, to be honest.
It was a good game.
Despite the delay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm trying to see which other games are going to be good.
Niners-Seahawks, rivalry game.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, Bills-Ravens
Texans-Rams might be good.
I think if I'm going to like star a game this weekend outside of the Packers-Lions, it's Bills-Ravens.
Yeah, for sure.
Sunday Night Football for a reason.
The over-under total is
Yeah.
50.5. It's pretty high.
Yeah.
Tonight's game is pretty awesome, though.
Tonight's game's pretty good, too.
I'm curious to see what the field's going to be like, just because that was such a conversation, especially with how it ended with Jordan Love last year.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Curious to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Hopefully no injuries, like bad or anything. So.
Knock on wood.
Next one, last one. Vikings Bears. Since we're going to that one, we gotta talk about that one. Over under 43.5 total points, Jim.
Ooh. So the weird thing is, I believe Ben Johnson over like the last 2 years hasn't puts up like 30 points a game with the Lions, and Caleb had 2 great games against the Vikings as well. So I'm actually going to go over because I think that for whatever reason, Caleb does well against Flores' defense, and Ben Johnson does a really good job of figuring out Flores' defense. So I think, and the Bears, unfortunately, to start the season off, TJ Edwards might not play, former Badger, and there's a couple other. Jalen Johnson's coming off a groin injury that's kept him out until basically like 2 days ago. So I think the Bears' defense is going to get healthy as the year goes along. So I think points are going to be scored by both teams. So I'm going to go over.
I'm taking the under. I don't trust either quarterback, so I'll take the under.
Ryan?
Yeah, I think it's more of a defensive slugfest for the same reason. New offense in Chicago, new quarterback in Minnesota. I think it could be working out the kinks to start the season.
All right, we shall see. That was all I got. What?
Nice.
Oh, your eyes were like looking around like you're missing something.
I was waiting for someone else to talk, if I'm being honest.
Molly, you told us about Pato?
I did tell you
All right,
about
it's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Matt, you I don't mean this in a mean way, but like you kind of look like your dog.
Moose is a handsome dog. So
You
like,
have beautiful
no
dogs.
offense taken. No offense taken at all.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Curio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Looking for the perfect pizza meal just for you? Introducing Pizza Hut's new personal pizzas, the Crafted Flats. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch. All just $5 each, all day. The perfect pizza deal for lunch, dinner, or on game days. Order your $5 Crafted Flats at one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Whoa! Jason Kelsey just found out that NFL Sunday Ticket now lets you subscribe month to month.
Yeah!
He just realized you can join and cancel anytime.
Ha-ha! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now he just found $1 in the sofa.
Yeah!
And he just saw a great parking spot open up. Look, just because Jason's easily excited doesn't make NFL Sunday Ticket month to month any less great. Right, Jason?
Yeah.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel anytime. Woo! Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season. Cancel anytime. Terms and embargoes apply. No refunds. Commercial use excluded.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Experience, knowledge, results.
That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
What's up, Madison? It's John Audius. Today's Wisconsin volleyball broadcast is brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers. Join us for the broadcast coming up later today on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
They dance above me as I sing. I see them through a crystal haze and hear their sweet sound bouncing round the never-ending choral maze. The crystal haze and hear them bouncing round the room.
Jim, Matt, and Molly wrapping up the week. Starting on Monday, it'll be Matt Hamilton and Jesse Nelson on Monday. Then Molly and I will be back the rest of the way. Still be Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're represented by Coors Light. Molly and I are going to go to the Bear-Viking game, Monday Night Football. Follow ESPN Madison socials, as we will put out a bunch of different social media things as the evening goes along, the day goes along. We're figuring out where we're going to eat. I think we're going to try to hit the Wiener Circle, try to hit original beef.
Hot dogs.
Thank you, Ryan.
Wiener Circle for hot dogs.
Will not be in the circle of wings.
Primetime war shot behind the glass. Let's go pole dancing.
We asked, and you answered.
What?
Coming to the stage, it's pole dancing on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Hey now.
Presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, it's time to go pole dancing, everyone's favorite segment of the week, and that's because they know that I don't have to talk anymore. Young Riley Yauk, the producer in the other room, reading our poll questions for us today from around ESPN Wisconsin. He'll read them off. The guys will answer. Riley, go ahead and take it away.
Alrighty, everybody, we're back and better than ever. It's time to go pole dancing, starting with Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Today's poll, is it better for the hashtag Packers if QB Jordan Love or running back Josh Jacobs is the offensive MVP this season? Jordan Love at 78.5% and Josh Jacobs at 21.5%.
Matt Hamilton, you're the biggest green and gold homer on the panel. What do you think?
I want to see Jordan Love play better. Like, I hope Josh Jacobs is utilized and is like a really good player, but Jordan Love needs to be the offensive MVP of this team this year.
Needs to be, or do you think they could get away with it if Josh Jacobs was?
I don't think they get past the second round of the playoffs if it's just if it's the Josh Jacobs show. Jordan Love needs to step up and be the guy. He needs to be the unquestioned leader and the reason this offense goes.
That's my guy right there.
Molly, what do you think?
What was the question?
Who is it better for the Packers if they are the offensive MVP for the team this season? Josh Jacobs or Jordan Love?
Jordan Love, 100 million %.
77%.
No, 100 million %. Jordan Love.
100 million %?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if he is the offensive MVP, that means that your receivers are doing great as well. And that means that their offense is rolling.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, Jim?
Josh Jacobs, because if Josh Jacobs is the one that's going, it takes the pressure off Jordan Love. Jordan Love's not a guy that you can win because of. He's a guy you can win with, which means you need Josh Jacobs. You're trying to follow the Eagles pattern. Now, Josh Jacobs is not Saquon Barkley, but Jordan Love could be better than Jalen Hurts throwing the football at least. So, like, for me, Josh Jacobs is the star. He has to be the one that sets everything up. People have to focus on the run to allow the play action to work to make life easier for Jordan Love.
All right, guys, moving along to the second poll question. Riley, take it away.
Moving on to poll number 2, sticking with KBN here. Speaking of KBN, if you haven't listened to Stroh's parody song from today, I would highly recommend. It's quite great. A Bohemian Rhapsody. Who is under more pressure in 2025? Jordan Love or Matt LaFleur? Jordan Love at 54.2%. And Matt LaFleur close behind at 45.8%.
Didn't we ask this question on our show?
We asked if Jordan Love was under the most pressure of any quarterback in the NFL.
Gotcha.
So we inspired it.
Fair.
Possibly. Molly, what do you think?
I will say Matt LaFleur is under more pressure than Jordan Love this year because of Ed Policy not extending their contracts right now, him and Brian Gutekunst. So I'll say that he's under the most pressure. Jordan Love has to look really good this year. Otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen moving forward. But, yeah, Matt LaFleur.
Matt Hamilton, what about you?
I think it's Jordan Love. Me and Molly have been saying that this is the year he's got to prove it. He's got to prove it. Matt LaFleur has proven with a good quarterback he can be great as a coach.
And you know what? I'm going to go Matt LaFleur because Matt LaFleur hasn't proven that he's anything more than a really good offensive play caller.
I think that's fair. I think Molly bringing the point that Matt LaFleur, Brian Gutekunst don't have the extensions. Goody got his extension when he got Micah Parsons.
I agree. The first go will be LaFleur, then Love, then Goody, if things go bad.
Yep.
We'll be back at it in some capacity. Molly and I will be on the show on Monday, and we'll be back in full swing on Tuesday. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, our first one of the new school year, Hannah Milsna from Madison Memorial, Vel Phillips Memorial High School now. What's it feel like to be a Spartan representing the school on the court and on the track in the spring?
It's truly special, I would say. The community, the competition, like on the court and on the track is definitely really special to me.
When we